Right. Good afternoon, folks. Welcome back to the channel. And welcome to an absolutely beautiful day. Oh, we've been waiting for this for a long time. Nice car. Right, so we're just on the approach to Tissington Village. So I'll catch you after the intro. See you in a minute. Okay, welcome back. Just approaching the village now. Over the cattle grid. And it's a bit like a time warp, this place is. It really is absolutely stunning, isn't it? Right, lovely though it is, we're not going to stay. I just wanted to stop and let you see this magnificent hall. This is Tissington Hall. Absolutely gorgeous. Mostly used now for wedding receptions and civil ceremonies, special events. It's a magnificent building. Look at all those chimneys. You wouldn't fancy the heating bill for it, would you? Right, lovely though Tissington is, we're going to move on. This is the first decent day we've had for a while, so everybody's out to play. Right, so we're just going to leave the village of Tissington and we're going to head across to Ireland. It's a little on the windy side, I'm afraid. I must apologise for the noise. It's difficult to know around here where Derbyshire ends and Staffordshire starts, but we're sort of sitting on the border really. We'll be flicking between the two. Well, it's still early March, so it's still a bit nippy, but oh, so nice to see a bit of sun. Always makes me laugh, that garage. It's like something out of Heartbeat, isn't it? Sometimes you just have to stop and take it all in. Absolutely magnificent. There's some little dots up there. We're climbing up. I'm too old for that sort of thing. Lady taking some photographs, and why wouldn't you? Just look at this place. So there you are. This is Staffordshire. As my good friend Martin Trafford, the moorland biker, says, some of the nicest parts of Derbyshire are actually in Staffordshire. And I have to say he's right. Good on you, Martin. Ooh. Well, that was a pothole and a half, which I couldn't avoid due to the car coming the other way. Now this is one of my favourite villages. This is Ilam, and it is truly magnificent. And you would be forgiven for thinking you were in Switzerland looking at these cottages. Oh my goodness, there's actually one for sale. I wonder how much that is. I shudder to think. Right, we're going to move on a little. To our next hole. Look at that. It's no wonder they call it Little Switzerland. No, I've never been up here. I've looked at it on Google Maps many times, but I've never actually been up here. This is a bit special, isn't it? Thank you. Oh, look at this. Well, this is all completely new to me, but it's beautiful. And we're not even in spring yet. Oh, I like a nice old bridge. Hello, sheep. God, this is magnificent. Hello, Dolly. It's easy for you to say. Now, I wonder what that is over there. An old ruined building. I hope. I think the sheep must think I'm here to feed them. They've all come. What's going on? Right, I think we're getting close now. Judging by the amount of muck on the road. And there it is. That's what I've come to see. That is Throwley Old Hall. I'm just going to turn around at the bottom. Like here. Watch this, is probably about the best place to leave the bike. Oh, listen to that. Nothing but the odd bird screeching. So this is Throwley Old Hall. Throwley Old Hall is Staffordshire's only surviving example of a large medieval manor house. Throwley was first recorded as a residence in 1203 when Oliver de Meverill settled here. It was probably a dwelling for years prior to that. The Meverills, who were an ancient Derbyshire family, remained owners of the estate for many years. Thomas de Meverill married Agnes in the second year of the reign of Edward I, 1278. In 1344, deeds given at Tideswell named Thomas de Meverill Lord of Throwley. His son Robert married Elizabeth, the daughter of Sir Thomas Fleming, Lord Chief Justice of the King's Bench. The couple lived at Throwley, and their elaborate tomb lies in the west wing of Ilam Church, which I hope we can visit later. Their daughter Elizabeth, the last of the Meverills, married the first Earl of Ardglass, whose great-great-grandfather was Thomas Cromwell, he of Wolf Hall fame, and was responsible for the dissolution of the monasteries during King Henry VIII's reign. Oliver Cromwell, the Lord Protector, was also a descendant of this family. What an amazing place. So much history. Right, so we're back on the bike and we're going to head back down towards Ilam. Oh dear. Yeah, it's not the ideal place to be to Carkham and the other way. Let's go and disturb the sheep again. Hello, ladies. Ah, that's the best conversation I've had all day. It's not so bad when they're all adults. It's when you've got young lambs with them as well. They just run all over the place. And of course if they run off, the mother runs after them, which could be quite dangerous. So you always need to be careful around sheep. Well, I don't know what this little stream is. There's certainly not much water in it. It probably ends up in the manifold. That's a rough guess. Either the manifold or the Dove. I don't salute magpies. I know if I said, oh yes, you'd salute and say, good morning Mr. Magpie. But I've got a family of magpies living in a tree at the bottom of my garden. So I see the damn things all day, every day. They're always hopping around my garden, around my lawn. Was I supposed to go that way? So this is the Church of the Holy Cross, which stands in the grounds of Ilam Hall, which is a 19th century stately home built for Jessie Watts Russell in 1821. That 19th century house replaced a 16th century hall, which was a home of the Port family for over 350 years. The South Chapel was added in 1618 by the Meverell family of Throwley Hall, and it houses the 13th century altar tomb, locally known as the Shrine of St Bertram. St Bertram was a local man, the son of an 8th century king of Mercia. He travelled to Ireland where he married a princess. The couple were returning home to Mercia when Bertram's wife went into labour while they were passing through a forest. Bertram went in search of a midwife, but when he returned it was to discover that wild wolves had killed and eaten his wife and their newborn child. So stricken was he by the tragedy that Bertram decided to spend the rest of his life as a hermit. The Norman font appears to illustrate episodes from the life of St Bertram. The first panel shows Bertram and his wife newly married, while another panel shows his wife in labour. Two more panels depict the wolves eating the mother and the infant. The panels are very vivid and are not for the faint of heart. Another panel shows Bertram alone. The church guide calls the font Saxon, but it probably dates to the 12th century, i.e. Norman. Right folks, so I think that's about it for the day. I'm going to call it a day. And I'd just like to say thank you very much for coming along for the ride. I do hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. It has been an absolutely brilliant afternoon. I thoroughly enjoyed it. So I'm going to head off, grab a quick cup of coffee before I go home. So thanks for coming along. Keep safe out on the road. And I'll see you next time. Bye.